Okay, in transition defense, we have less players in the offense. We're not playing man-to-man anymore on defense because we can't match up that way. Instead, we play out of a shape. So if we have 2 people on defense, we're playing out of an I. 3 people playing out of a triangle. 4 people out of a box. 5 people out of a box with 1 guy in the middle. And it doesn't matter how many players the offense has. So it could be a 6-on-3. The defense has 3, you're in a triangle. It could be a 5-on-3. You got 3, you're in a triangle. It doesn't matter what the offense has. It matters what you have on defense. Get set up in that shape, and then you play out of it. So with a really simple look here with 2 people on defense, we have a base defenseman and we have a point defenseman. The point defenseman's job in transition lacrosse is to stop the ball. And we want to stop the ball at about 12 to 13 yards from the cage. We choose that distance, 13 yards, because I think that's a distance where if anyone shoots from outside 13 yards, I think my goalie can make that save. If your goalie's exceptionally strong, 12 yards. If your goalie's not so strong, maybe 15 yards. So that's dependent on your personnel. But in general, 13 yards away from the cage is where this defenseman stops the ball. Something that you'll see, even if you show your defenseman on the field where 13 yards is and say, this is where we're stopping the ball, something you'll probably see is that when they set up there and the person runs down the field, they're going to run out to try to meet the guy to stop him, which is something that you really have to eliminate that tendency to charge out at the offense. I think playing defense is 50% that stereotypical, I'm going to knock the guy flat on the ground, that you need some of that intensity and aggressiveness in defensemen. But the other half of being a defenseman is understanding angles, understanding distances, understanding that there's a patience involved with playing defense. And that if you're in good position defensively, there's no need to charge out at the guy and try and put the ball on the ground and possibly turn that person into a dodger and give them an advantage. If you're in good position, have patience, know that you're in good position, and stand your ground and let the offense move it to the next person. So as this defenseman here, he has to have patience and let this person come in, stop the ball at 13 yards, and not charge out at him. That's especially with a lot of kids that are beginning to play. We get a lot of crossover athletes, a lot of football players, more likely than not, that really like to go out and knock people around a little bit, which is great. It's nice to have that attitude, but you got to rein it in a little bit and make sure that they know that all you're doing by charging out at this guy is making your slide backwards really difficult.